Question number one. There are 20 boys and 24 girls in section A of class 9th and 24 boys and 20 girls in section B. If one student from each section, if one student from each section is taken randomly, this is important. Find the probability of getting one boy and one girl. So first bit means A. Two cases. Two cases are possible, right? So first case is boy from A and girl from B, right? Boy from section A, girl from section B, or either this case or second case is boy from B and girl from A, right? So this case, first let me calculate this case. So boy from A, the probability is how much? 20 by 44, and means into 20 by 44 into girl from B. Total number of girls is 20 in section B, 20 by 44, 20 C1 by 44 C1, that is 20 by 44, right? Or means addition, means plus this case. Boy from B, total number of boys in B is 24, 24 by total students is 44, and girl from A, and means multiplication, and girl from A is total number of girls in A is how much? 24. This is 24 by 44. This is coming out to be how much, guys? This is 44 divided by 44. Sorry, 20 into 20 is 400. 400 divided by 44 square. 44 square means by base method. अगर आपको first calculation पता है speed maths, this is 44 square is how much? This is 50 minus 6, right? So 25 से 6 minus करोगे तो 19 आएगा, and 6 square is 36. So 400 by 1936 plus 576 by 1936. This is coming out to be 1976 by 1936, and if you simplify, this is coming out to be 61 by 121, right? This is the answer of first part. First part is 61 by 121. Now we'll solve part B. Now second bit is getting at least one boy. At least one boy. At least one boy means basically exactly one boy or exactly two boys. Okay, so three cases will be possible. First case will be boy from A and girl from B, right? Boy from A and girl from B. This is first case, or boy from B and girl from B. Sorry, girl from A. Okay, boy from B and girl from A. And third case is boy from A, or this boy from A and girl and boy from A and boy from B. Okay, we have taken basically three cases because it is at least one boy. At least one means exactly one. Always convert this at least into exactly. In the permutation, combination, or probability questions, always convert at least or at most into exactly. Then you will get the clarity. At least one boy means exactly one or exactly two, right? So boy from first case I have taken is this part, boy from A and girl from B, or boy from B and girl from A. Third case is boy from A and girl from B. So let's find the probabilities. This is boy from A means 20 by 44 into girl from B. Girl from B means 20 by 44, right? Or means addition. Second case is boy from B and girl from A. Boy from B. B means 24 by 44 into, and girl from A. Girl means 24 by 44. From A means 24 by 44, right? Or means addition. Now this is This is last case, boy from A and boy from B. Boy from A, in A the boys is 20, so 20 by 44 into boy from B, B are 24 boys, so 24 by 44. Now this is coming out to be how much, guys? This total part we had calculated in the previous question. This came out to be 976 by 1936 plus this part is coming out to how much? 480 by, this is coming out to be 480 by 1936, and if you add this, this will come out to be, if you simplify, this is 91 by 1936. This is the answer. Okay, second part answer is 91 by 91 by 121. If you simplify, if you simply add 976 by 1936 and 480 by 1936, if you add and simplify, addition and simplification, this part is 91 by 121. This is the answer of the second part. Now moving to the second question. Now question number 2, এটা হচ্ছে oral question টা. Okay, so এটা basically solve করা দরকার নাই हमको, আমি এমনি মোহরে কইতে পারি এটা. We can solve this question orally. So 2:3 first or second numbers, second or third ratio is 5:3. This is first and second, and this is second and third ratio. Basically second is same, so we have to make the part same. 3 and 5 LCM is 15, so multiply this part with 3, this part with 5. So first is to second is to third, the ratio is coming out to be 5/2, 10, 15 and 9. So sum is coming out to be 34. This is given as 68. Okay, so 1 unit equal to 2, so 15 parts equal to 30. That is the answer. Okay, let's move to next question. Question number 3. Question number 3, it says after covering a distance of 30 kilometers with uniform speed. Okay, let's say this is the track of the train. Okay, after covering 30 kilometers, let's assume this gap is 30 kilometers. This is 30 kilometers. Okay, after covering 30 kilometers with uniform speed, the speed of the train is reduced to 4/5 of its original speed due to some defect. Okay, यहाँ पे basically speed is becoming 4/5. At this point speed is becoming 4/5. As distance is constant, let me mark a point. This is A and this is, let's say, stoppage part, ending of the journey. As the distance is constant, so distance constant means speed ratio and time ratio will be inverse, क्योंकि तुमको पता है speed into time equal to distance, the basics of time to distance. As distance is constant, distance AB is constant, so time ratio and speed ratio inverse होगा. As speed is becoming 4/5, so time will become 5/4, right? यहाँ पे गैप कितने का है रेशियो में? 5/4 is simply 5:4. ठीक है, तो गैप यहाँ पे बेसिकली रेशियो में गैप इज ऑफ 1 यूनिट. गैप 1 यूनिट का है यहाँ पे, बट एक्चुअल में गैप कितना है? दिस 1 यूनिट कॉरेस्पॉन्ड्स टू 45 मिनट्स, राइट? ओके, अगर 45 मिनट्स इक्वल टू 1 यूनिट, सो ओरिजिनली उसको 4 यूनिट लगता. अब बिकॉज ऑफ द डिफेक्ट इट इज टेकिंग मोर टाइम, सो 5 मिनट्स. ओके, सो यहाँ से एट फ्रॉम दिस टू दिस पॉइंट actual time is 45 into 4, that is actual time that it should be taking is 180 minutes, but due to defect it is taking 45 into 5, that is how much? 40 and 200, 225. This is 225 minutes. Due to defect it is taking 225 minutes, right? Okay, now question goes ahead and says, had it happened after covering 18 kilometers. Question में बोला है कि had it happened 18 kilometers आफ्टर कवरिंग 18 किलोमीटर मोड. अगर 18 किलोमीटर के बाद डिफेक्ट आता ट्रेन में, मींस लेट्स से दिस गैप इज 18, यहां से यहां तक दिस गैप इज लेट्स से 18 किलोमीटर्स. इसको एक पॉइंट एज्यूम कर लेता हूं, लेट्स से सी. ओके, सो AC इज 18 किलोमीटर्स. इस पॉइंट पे आने के बाद अगर डिफेक्ट आता 18 किलोमीटर चलने के बाद फ्रॉम A, तो यहाँ पे भी एट पॉइंट C स्पीड वुड हैव बिकम 4/5. अगर स्पीड 4/5 होता तो टाइम क्या होता है? रिवर्स हो जाता 5/4. और कितना लेट में पहुंच रहा है वो? यहाँ पे लिखा है क्वेश्चन में द ट्रेन वुड हैव रीच्ड 9 मिनट्स अर्लियर मीन्स 45 मिनट्स लग रहा था इनिशियली, यहाँ पे 9 मिनट्स अर्लियर मीन्स 36 मिनट्स लगता फ्रॉम पॉइंट सी. सो 36 into 4 इज हाउ मच फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट टू दिस पॉइंट गाइस. ठीक है, ओरिजिनली टाइम कितना लगता 36 into 4 दैट इज 144 मिनट्स एंड लेट हो रहा है बिकॉज ऑफ डिफेक्ट. सो 36 into 5 दैट इज 180 मिनट्स बिकॉज ऑफ डिफेक्ट. ओके, सो एक बात मुझे बताओ, एसी का टाइम कितना लगेगा फिर. ए से बी तक ओरिजिनल टाइम इज 180, सी से बी तक ओरिजिनल टाइम इज 144. सो एसी को कितना होगा 180 minus 144. दिस इज 180 minus 144 मीन्स एसी कवर करने के लिए 36 मिनट्स लगता ओरिजिनली. ठीक है, 18 किलोमीटर कवर करने के लिए ट्रेन इज टेकिंग 36 मिनट्स. तो ट्रेन का स्पीड कितना होगा, डिस्टेंस बाय टाइम मीन्स डिस्टेंस 18 डिवाइड बाय 36 बाय 60, मिनट्स को आवर में कन्वर्ट करूंगा 36 बाय 60. सो this into 60 by 36 that is coming out to be 30 kilometer per hour. This is the speed of the train guys. Okay, उसके बाद क्या पूछा, what is the distance of the journey. Distance means initially ये पार्ट जो है this is 30 kilometers initially है. अब मुझे A से B तक डिस्टेंस निकालना है. A से B तक ओरिजिनल टाइम इज 180 मिनट्स. ठीक है, ओरिजिनल टाइम 180 मिनट्स, स्पीड ऑफ द ट्रेन इज 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर. सो 30 किलोमीटर एक घंटे में चल रहा है. सो 180 मिनट्स मीन्स 3 आवर्स. सो 90 किलोमीटर चलेगा, 90 किलोमीटर और पहले से चल इट हैज ट्रैवल्ड 30 किलोमीटर्स. सो 90 प्लस 30 दैट इज 120. ओके, सो स्पीड इज 30 किलोमीटर पर आवर एंड डिस्टेंस इज 120 किलोmeters. I hope it is clear. Let's move to the next question. Question number 4. If sum of first three terms of a GP is 28 and their product is 512. Three terms you have to assume in GP. If you have to assume three terms in AP, you will always assume A minus D, A plus D, because D will get cancelled out. You will not assume like A plus D and A plus 2D. You should not be assuming like this. If you have to assume three terms in AP, you have to always assume like this, because D will get cancelled out. And it's an aptitude exam, so we need to do things very fast. And if you have to assume three terms in GP, always assume A by R, A and AR. Okay, R is the common ratio, right? Okay, so product of these three terms I assumed. Product of these three, it is given as 512. So R will get cancelled out. So A cube is 512. So A is coming out to be 8, right? So if A is 8, then sum is 28. Means I am left with 20. So 8 plus what equal to 20. As it is a GP guys, from the common sense, you can easily sense I don't have to solve. And one thing more, you don't have to solve like this. 8 by R plus A plus 8R equal to 28. Don't solve like this. You can easily guess the series is 4, 8 and 16. 8 plus something equal to 28. So this has to be 20. And you have to basically break 20 into 20 into 2 terms which add up to 3 terms add up to 28, right? So it is easily 4, 8 and 16, right? Okay, so first term is 4 of the, because first three terms, sum of first three terms, so first term is 4. So it is asking find the 10th term. So 10th term, I know the 10th term is A into R to the power n minus 1. This is the nth term of GP. So A first term is 4 into common ratio is 2 to the power 10 minus 1. This is 9. This is 2 square into 2 to the power 9. This is 2 to the power 11. So answer is 1024 is 2 to the power 10 into 2. This is 2048. Okay, so answer is 2048. Okay, move to next question. Question number 5. As the price of petrol increases by 10%, price increases 10%, the person purchases 500 ml less than his regular purchase. Find the original. Okay, you know price into quantity equal to consumption. Consumption is constant, right? So price will be inversely proportional to quantity. So price is increasing 10 to 11, 10% increase. So quantity will reduce from 11 to 10. You see here 110, here 110, right? So consumption is constant. Condition satisfied. So 11 to 10 decreases 500 ml. Okay, as it is said in the question. So this is 500 ml decrease. So original is 11 units. This is 5500, right? So let's move to next question. The answer is 5500, right? Let's move to next question. Now question number 6. यहाँ पे बेसिकली क्या हुआ, विजेट में, लेट मी सिंप्लीफाई द स्टोरी फॉर यू. बेसिकली एक बाबा है, ठीक है, एक विजेट मतलब एक, लेट्स से अज्यूम एक बाबा है, रामदेव बाबा की तरह समवन, नॉलेजेबल पर्सन, ठीक है. तो बेसिकली कॉक फाइट इज गोइंग ऑन. ओके, कॉक फाइट मतलब कॉक फाइट में दो लोग होते हैं, ठीक है. लेट्स से दो लोग हैं, ए है और एक बी है. इनके पास दो कॉक हैं, ए के पास एक कॉक है, बी के पास एक कॉक है. द बोथ विल फाइट. इनके पास एक कॉक है, इसके पास एक कॉक है. तो ऑब्वियसली इफ बोथ फाइट, दोनों का कॉक फाइट करेगा तो ऑब्वियसली एक का जीतेगा, एक का हारेगा, राइट. सो दैट इज द कंडीशन. सो बेसिकली बाबा ने डील कर दिया दोनों के साथ. बाबा वॉज इंटेलिजेंट, सो उसने डील कर दिया विथ ए एंड बी. ए को उसने बोला इफ योर कॉक विंस देन गिव मी योर स्टेक ऑफ मनी. लेट्स से ए के पास रुपीज ए है, कितना अमाउंट है हमको पता नहीं है. लेट्स अज्यूम ए के पास ए अमाउंट है, बी के पास लेट्स अज्यूम रुपीज बी अमाउंट ऑफ मनी है, राइट. सो बाबा ने डील कर दिया ए के साथ, इफ योर बर्ड विंस गिव मी योर स्टेक ऑफ मनी, इफ योर बर्ड डज नॉट विन आई शैल गिव यू 2/3 ऑफ दैट. मतलब 2/3 ऑफ ए के पास जितना अमाउंट है, ए अमाउंट है, ए का 2/3 मीन्स 2/3 ए बाबा दे देगा अगर ए लूज कर रहा है तो. उसके बाद बी के पास गया बाबा एंड टू हिम ही टोल्ड गोइंग टू द अदर ही प्रॉमिस्ड इन द सेम वे टू गिव 3/4. ठीक है, 3/4 दे देगा, मतलब 3/4 ऑफ बी. अगर ये लूज करेगा तो फिर बाबा उसको 3/4 ऑफ दिस अमाउंट दे देगा, राइट. फ्रॉम बोथ ऑफ देम हिज गेन वुड बी 12 गोल्ड कॉइंस. ओके, लेट्स से फर्स्ट केस में अज्यूम कर रहा हूं मैं ए जीत रहा है. अगर ए जीतेगा तो फिर ए विल गिव हिम कंप्लीट मनी. ओके, ए अगर जीतेगा तो ए बाबा को अपना पूरा पैसा दे देगा. ए के पास मैंने अज्यूम किया है ए अमाउंट है, ये पैसा बाबा के पास आ गया, ए अमाउंट, ठीक है. उसके बाद अगर ए जीतेगा उसका मतलब बी हार जाएगा. ऑब्वियसली दो लोग फाइट करेंगे तो एक जीतेगा एक हारेगा. ए जीत रहा है मतलब इट इज इम्प्लिसिट कि बी विल लूज. अगर बी लूज करेगा तो बी को बाबा कितना देगा, 3/4 अमाउंट देगा, 3/4 ऑफ बी, ठीक है, इतना देगा. तो बाबा के पास पहले ए अमाउंट था, उसमें से उसने इतना दे दिया, तो बचा कितना. His profit is 12 gold coins. It is written 12 money is 12 amount. उसको assume कर दो 12, right? Okay, this is 12. Second case में let's assume B जीतेगा. If B जीतेगा तो B will give him complete money, B amount minus A हारेगा. जब B जीतेगा obviously A हारेगा, तो A को बाबा कितना देगा, 2/3, 2/3 A. Now this is again the profit is 12, right? क्योंकि इतना पैसा बाबा के पास B अमाउंट था, B में से इतना पैसा चला गया, तो इतना जो बचेगा वो उसका प्रॉफिट है. सो इसको अगर मैं सिंप्लीफाई करूंगा गाइस, दिस इज कमिंग आउट टू बी हाउ मच, दिस इज 4A minus 3B. मैं 4 को LCM लिया था, उधर मल्टीप्लाई कर दूंगा RHS में, दिस इज कमिंग आउट टू बी हाउ मच, 48. नाउ दिस इज 3B minus 2A इक्वल टू 36. सिंप्लीफाई कर देना, मैं डायरेक्ट लिख रहा हूँ, दिस इज minus 2A plus 3B इक्वल टू 36, right? So if you add these two equations, this is coming out to be 2A equal to 3B minus 3B cancel हो जाएगा. This is coming out to be how much guys? This is 14, 1, 5, 84. So A is coming out to be how much guys? 2A equal to 84, so A equal to 42. A equal to 42. अगर A 42 आ रहा है तो फिर कहीं पे भी पुट कर दो, फर्स्ट इक्वेशन में पुट कर दो, तो B कितना आ जाएगा, B आ जाएगा, इसको सॉल्व कर देना, B is coming out to be 40. Okay, so A के पास है 42 और एक के पास है 40. दिस इज द आंसर. ओके, 42 and 40. मूव टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. क्वेश्चन 7. A hollow cone is cut parallel to the base and upper portion is removed. Okay, fine. Let's draw hollow cone. Okay, let's name it. This is ABC. Okay, ABC is the cone, hollow cone, और इसका सेंटर को मैं नाम दे रहा हूँ G, and this GC is the radius. I am naming it as capital R, right? It is cut parallel to the base. Let's say यहाँ पे कट हुआ है, ठीक है. उसके बाद let's name it DE is the name. Okay, यहाँ पे कट हुआ है and यहाँ पे the center, this is the small cone, AD is the small cone, और इसका रेडियस मैं मान रहा हूँ स्मॉल r, और AD का सेंटर जो है दैट इज आई एम अज्यूमिंग इट एज H, ठीक है, दिस इज H, फाइन. ओके, नाउ इट इज सेइंग इफ द कर्व सरफेस एरिया ऑफ द रिमाइंडर इज 8/9 ऑफ द कर्व होल कोन, मतलब दिस पार्ट, दिस फ्रस्टम बेसिकली DECB ऊपर वाला cone AD is cut out, DECB, this part is 8 by 9th of the whole cone, means this frustum is basically 8 parts if whole cone is 9 parts, right? So obviously frustum से काम करना मेरे लिए difficult हो जाएगा. We can solve the question by using frustum also, but I'll prefer to do it by using cone. वो थोड़ा सा काम easy कर देगा हमारा. So ADE का part जो होगा, this is one part out of 9 parts, right? So I can say curved surface area of ADE by curved surface area of ABC means pi small r into L. ADE का कर्व सरफेस एरिया, L is the slant height, means pi ADE को मार्क करो, इसका कर्व सरफेस एरिया pi small r into AE divided by ABC का कर्व सरफेस एरिया pi capital R into AC. This is basically 1 by 9, right? So pi cancel हो जाएगा, small r by capital R into AE by AC. Now mark one thing, this triangle guys, I can easily say AHE, triangle AHE is similar to triangle AGC by A similarity. This is a common angle, this is 90 degree, so similar, right? So I can say AG AH by, as AHE similar to AGC, so I can say sides will be in same ratio. AH by AG is equal to small r by capital R. This is equal to AE by AC, right? As two triangles are similar तो सारा same ratio में आ जाएगा. तो यहाँ पे I can replace small r by capital R को I can replace AH by AG क्योंकि ratio same है. AE by AC को again I can replace, this is into AH by AG, this is equal to 1 by 9. So AH by AG का whole square equal to 1 by 9. So I can say AH by AG equal to 1 by 3. So अगर ये वाला part है 1 part और ये complete AG वाला part है 3 parts, so obviously this is 2 parts, right? So हमको पूछा ये, the thing that is asked is to find AH by HG. This is what is asked, so this is 1 by 2 because total part AG का जो part है, this part, this thing AG is 3 parts, AH is 1 part, so obviously बाकी part जो है that's 2 parts, so this ratio is 1 by 2. Move to next question. Question number 8. I hope you have read the question. आपने शायद question पढ़ा है. Pause the video, read the question, try it, then start. Okay. So basically क्या है? Basically there is a bucket here. Let's say this is a bucket, okay, and there are potatoes from this line onwards. Okay, this is the first potato, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, dot dot up to nth potato, right? Okay, this gap, it is 5 meters, this is 3 meters, and every other gap is the first potato, and this is the second gap between every potato is 3 meters, right? Okay, so the competitor starts from the bucket. यहाँ से start करता है, यहाँ से start करता है, पहला potato pick करता है, फिर comes back. So first time जब वो जाएगा तो पहला जब potato pick करेगा तो he is running basically 10. 5 he is coming, 5 he is going, so 10. जब second potato pick करेगा, so 5 plus 3 8 and going back is again 8, so 16. जब third pick करेगा, this part, this is third, so 5 plus 3 plus 3 means this is how much guys, this is 5 plus 6 14 plus 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 3 11, this is 3, okay, 5 plus 3 is 8, then again 3 11 and then going back 11, so 22, and like this will go on. Okay, so basically it is asking what is the total distance the computer has to run. Total distance कितना है, basically the sum we have to find, this plus dot dot up to n, the sum we have to find. Okay, so how to find the sum? It's a AP, it's arithmetic progression. Okay, so n by, so first let me find the value of n. So n has to be first term plus n minus 1 whole into 6. This is 10 plus 6n means this is how much, this is 10 plus 6n minus 6. This is 4 plus 6n, right? This is the value of nth term. Basically n का value आ जाएगा 4 plus 6n. Okay, now I have to find this sum is basically n by 2. First term is 10 plus last term is 4 plus 6n, so this is coming out to be 14 plus 6n. So if we cancel by 2, this is 7n plus 3n square, right? This is the sum. So 7n plus 3n square, this is the final answer. Okay, this is the final answer, 7n. Move to next question. दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन. ओके, मतलब मैं यहाँ पे शॉर्टकट मेथड बोल दे रहा हूँ, आप इसको डिटेल मेथड में ट्राई करना है. एटलीस्ट कुछ तो क्वेश्चन यू शुड बी ट्राइंग. तो ये वाला क्वेश्चन मैं आपके लिए छोड़ रहा हूँ, यू शुड बी ट्राइंग दिस. मैं इसको शॉर्टकट से बोल दे रहा हूँ. अ 2 digit number is obtained either by multiplying these digits, sum of the digits by 8 and adding 1. Means let's say 2 digit number है 10x plus y. ओके, मैं 2 digit number है xy, तो उसको मैं जब expand करूँगा तो 10x plus y, right? Okay, so it is basically saying it can be obtained by x plus y into 8 plus 1. It can also be obtained by or multiplying the difference of digits by 13, x minus y into 13 plus 2. So this and this, as it is a 2 digit number guys, that is a 2 digit number. मुझे पता है 13 के टेबल में up to 13 7 जा 2 digit नंबर आएगा, 13 8 जा हो जाएगा तो it will become a 3 digit नंबर. तो बस 5-6 नंबर मुझे टेस्ट करने हैं. हो गया, 13 का मल्टीपल एंड प्लस 2 करूंगा, उससे 1 सब्ट्रैक्ट करूंगा तो वो 8 का मल्टीपल आना चाहिए. ऑब्वियसली तुम देखो, दिस इज 13 into 3 is 39 plus 2 is 41. 41 से अगर मैं एक सब्ट्रैक्ट करूंगा, this is 40, which is perfectly a multiple of 8. मतलब बेसिकली x plus y into 8, मतलब ये 8 का मल्टीपल है. x minus y into 13 is multiple of 13. So यहाँ से indirectly we are saying multiple of 13 plus 2 minus 1, it is a multiple of 8. So directly you can cross verify. This is answer is 41. The answer is 41, right? 41 से देखो, 41 x minus y into 3 plus 2, that is 41, and that is also satisfying this part. X plus y is 5 into 8. Okay, so answer is 41. By selling 400 articles, a man lost selling price of 30 articles. Let the selling price of one article be S. Okay, then the selling price of 400 articles is 400 S, as the lost selling price of 30 articles. So this is SP, loss is 30S, this is loss, so this is equal to CP. Selling price plus loss equal to CP, and CP is given as 537.50. so I can say 430S equal to 537.50. that implies S equal to 537.50 divided by 430. it is asking selling price of 20 articles, so into 20, and this is coming out to be 25. Move to next question. Question 12. These are basic questions of number system. LCM model है ये. देखो 8 and 28 difference is 20. 8 and 28 difference is 20. 12 and 32 difference is again 20. Right? So such number is LCM of 28 and 32 into K, means any multiple of this minus 20. This is the form. Okay, अब LCM of 28 and 30, how to find? Very simple. 28 is 7 into 4, 7 into 2 square, and this is 2 to the power 5. LCM का मतलब होता है highest power of primes, मतलब 2 का 5 लेंगे और यहाँ पे 7 लेंगे, तो 2 to the power 5 into 7 means 32 into 7. 30 into 7 is 210 plus 7 into 2, that is 14. 210 plus 14, that is 224. 224 minus 20, that is 204. Right? So let's move to next question. A right triangle whose sides are 15, 20 is made to revolve about its hypotenuse. Okay, let me draw a right triangle. This is a right triangle. Imagine this is a right triangle. Right angled at this point. This is A, this is B, this is C. So we are rotating about hypotenuse. So this is the hypotenuse AC. So यहाँ से हम लोग इसको rotate कर रहे हैं. So as we are rotating about AC, so it has to be a symmetric figure, guys. आपको I hope you are able to visualize ये एक symmetric figure बनेगा, ठीक है? Because it is we are talking about 3D shapes, तो आपको थोड़ा सा imagine करना पड़ेगा. Okay, I hope you are able to imagine this part. So this part, let me name this. This is D. This part is E. This is 15. This is 20. So this has to be 25. Why 25? This is 5 into 3 Pythagorean triplet. This is 5 into 4. So this has to be 5 into 5. Fine. Okay. उसके बाद एक बात मुझे बताओ guys. If so, find the length of this part BE. BE का लेंथ क्या होगा? It's very simple. ABC का अगर मैं एरिया निकालना चाहूँ तो half into base into height. Half into I can find it as half into 15 into 20. I can also find it as half into AC into B. Half into AC into B. यहाँ से भी तो एरिया निकल सकता है ABC का. तो 15 into 20 is 300. So 25 into B has to be 300. So B has to be 12. Right? If B is 12, again BEC is again a right angle triangle and also a Pythagorean triplet. This is C. This is 3 into 4. This is how much? This is 5 into 4. So this has to be 4 into 4. EC has to be 4 into 4. So this part has to be 16. If this part is 16, so this part has to be 9. Fine. Okay. As it is a symmetric figure, so this is again 12. Fine. This is, and BC is again 20 and this part is 15. So आपको निकालना है volume. Volume has to be 1 by 3 pi 3.14 pi r square. R is 12 क्योंकि आप इस this r is 12, so 12 square is 144 into height. Height is this is 25. गाइज यहाँ पे मैंने एक शॉर्टकट अप्लाई किया है. दिस पार्ट डबल कोन का डायरेक्टली वॉल्यूम में आई एम फाइंडिंग द वॉल्यूम ऑफ डबल कोन इन वन स्टेप. यहाँ पे मैंने एक ही स्टेप में निकाल दिया, ठीक है. अगर आप चाहो तो इसको यू कैन ब्रेक इट. बेसिकली यू हैव टू फाइंड द वॉल्यूम ऑफ फर्स्ट ABD. You have to find the volume of ABD cone and then the volume of BDC cone and you have to sum it up then to find total. I have basically added it. Okay, add करने के बाद तो simplified result है that I have done directly. So 3 and 144. This is coming out to be how much? This is 48, right? 48. So 48 into 25 is how much? 48 into 100 is बेसिकली अगर आपको 25 से कहीं मल्टीप्लाई करना होगा तो मल्टीप्लाई विथ 100 एंड डिवाइड बाय 4. दैट इज द शॉर्टकट ऑफ मल्टीप्लाई बाय 25. सो दिस इज बेसिकली 100 by 4. ठीक है, 4 से करो तो दिस इज 1200. सो 48 into 25 is 1200 into 3.14. तो दिस इज हाउ मच? 1200 into 3.14. ये आएगा आंसर. दिस इज 3768, राइट? सो दिस इज द आंसर. ओके, दिस इज द वॉल्यूम. मैंने वॉल्यूम निकाल दिया. सरफेस एरिया यू कैन फाइंड इट वेरी वेरी इजीली. ओके, कॉन्सेप्ट मैंने डिटेल समझा दिया हुआ है. लेट्स मूव टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. लीस्ट नंबर व्हिच when divided by 5 6 8 9 12 gives remainder 1 in each case and is completely divisible by 13. Okay, so least number, that is least number means LCM of 5 6 8 9 12 plus 1. This is the form of the number. Okay, LCM of 5 6 8 9 12 you can find it very easily, that is 360. So 360k plus 1, sorry, this is k. Okay, so number is a form. The number is a form LCM of 5 6 8 9 12 into k means basically a multiple plus 1. This is the form of the number. And the second condition is it should be completely divisible by 13. It's a type of, you can say, Chinese remainder theorem type of question, but then we will try to do as simple as we can. So basically 360k plus 1, this has to be divisible by 13, means it has to be a multiple of 13, means let's say this is 13a, right? Okay, so how to find which number it is? So that implies see RHS is a multiple of 13, so LHS has to be a multiple of 13. Okay, so if I see uh, 360 gives a remainder of 9 when divided by 13, because 351 is divisible by 13, so there is a remainder of 9 when 360 we divide by 13. So 9k plus 1, because 1 gives a remainder of 1 when divided by 13, so 9k plus 1 has to be 13a. Okay, so I have to find the least value of k. Obviously you know 91 is a multiple of 13, 13 into 7. Okay, so k has to be 10. So k has to be 10. So number has to be 3600 plus 1. This is 3601. Okay, let's move to next question. A circular table, question of 15. Circular table, table cover of radius 32 centimeter. A design is found leaving an equilateral triangle in the middle. Find the area of the design. Okay, a circle is there. Okay, उसके बाद उसके अंदर एक इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल फॉर्म हुआ है. This is an equilateral triangle. Let's assume this is an equilateral triangle. This is ABC is an equilateral triangle, guys. Okay. अब एक बात मुझे बताओ. This question you can solve it very fast if you are clear with the concepts. अगर एक इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल है, कोई भी ट्रायंगल है, उसको एक सर्कल इंस्क्राइब कर रहा है, that means the circle has to be the circumcircle. Obviously the circle has to be circumcircle. और सर्कम रेडियस का फॉर्मूला क्या है इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल का? साइड बाय √3 इक्वल टू सर्कम रेडियस. और यहाँ पे सर्कम रेडियस क्या दिया हुआ है? सर्कम रेडियस इज गिवन अस, दिस इज गिवन अस 32. सो साइड बाय √3 इक्वल टू 32. सो साइड हैज टू बी 32 √3. अब जब साइड निकाल दिया मैंने 32 √3, साइड ऑफ इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल इज 32 √3. Now you can easily find the area, that is area of the equilateral triangle has to be √3 by 4 side square. Okay, अब राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल का एरिया आ गया, सॉरी इक्विलेटरल ट्रायंगल का एरिया आ गया. सर्कल का एरिया आपको पता ही है, पाई आर स्क्वायर. सब्ट्रैक्ट इट एंड यू विल फाइंड द आंसर. बेसिकली कॉन्सेप्ट है ये, इफ अ सर्कल इंस्क्राइब्स अ ट्रायंगल देन दैट सर्कल हैज टू बी द सर्कमसर्कल. और अगर ट्रायंगल के अंदर में कोई सर्कल रह रहा है, इंस्क्राइब हो रहा है, तो दैट इज द इनसर्कल. दिस इज द बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट, राइट? वही हमने फॉर्मूला अप्लाई किया सर्कम रेडियस का एंड वी फाउंड द आंसर. ओके, लेट्स मूव टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Question number 16. 3 sets of English, mathematics and science books containing 336, 240 and 96 books respectively have to be stacked in such a way that all the books are stored subject wise and in each stack number of book is same. Okay, find the minimum number of stacks required. Find the minimum number of stacks required. Okay, मुझे एक बात बताओ, stacks minimum कब होंगे? Stacks minimum, the only thing to understand is number of stacks minimum कब होंगे? Minimum तब होंगे जब हर stack में हम लोग maximum books रखेंगे. When we keep maximum number of books in each stack, in that case number of stacks will be minimum. Okay, अगर maximum हम लोग रखेंगे guys, maximum के केस में हमेशा we take the highest common factor. ठीक है, that is the case. मैक्सिमम बुक्स अगर एवरी स्टैक में रहेगा तभी हम लोग मिनिमम स्टैक्स में इसको कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं. तो बेसिकली HCF ऑफ 336, 240 एंड 96, दिस इज 48. मुझे बेसिकली आप लोगों को समझाना था कि यहाँ पे HCF हम लोग क्यों ले रहे हैं, बिकॉज मैक्सिमम बुक्स रखने हैं एवरी स्टैक में. सो HCF 48. और कितने स्टैक्स रिक्वायर्ड होंगे? दिस बाय दिस इज 7. 240 by 48, this is how much? This is 5. And 96 by 48, that is 2. So 5 plus 7 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. So answer is 14 stacks is the minimum. Okay, let's move to next question. Question number 17. 1200 soldiers in a fort had enough food for 28 days. Okay, after 4 days some soldiers were transferred to another fort. Thus the food lasted for 32 more days. How many soldiers were there in the fort? Were left how many soldiers left the fort? Sorry, how many soldiers left the fort? Okay, let's assume every soldier ate 1 unit per day. Okay, ये मैं assume कर रहा हूँ every soldier is eating 1 unit per day. So 1200 soldiers per day they are eating per day they are eating 1200 units. So they are eating for 28 days. So this is the total food. Okay, I hope you got the explanation. I am assuming that each soldier is eating 1 unit of food per day. So 1200 soldiers per day they are eating 1200 units to 28 days they are eating this much food. Okay, now after 4 days, so for 4 days 4 दिन तक 1200 सोल्जर रहेंगे, तो 1200 into 4 प्लस उसके बाद some are transferred. Let's say I don't know how many, so x are transferred, so 1200 minus x and food is left for 32 days, right? So 1200 into 24 यहाँ से subtract करूँगा, so this is equal to 1200 minus x into 32. Now x is coming out to be 300. Okay, answer is 300. Move to next question. Now this is a very simple question, guys. Find the rate of interest. Principal is 90,000 and amount is this. So interest has to be in 2 years. Interest is this minus amount minus principal. So this is 25,600 for 2 years. So 1 year is 128,000. Okay, for 1 year is this, and rate of interest is by 90,000. Okay, so this is coming out to be 14 whole 2 by 9%. Okay, whenever nothing is mentioned in question, you will always assume it as simple interest case. जब कुछ भी मेंशन नहीं किया होता है क्वेश्चन में, तो बाय डिफॉल्ट इट इज assumed as simple interest, right? So let's move to next question. This is a very simple question. A plus B, AB can finish the work in 36 days. Okay, A plus B they take 36 days. B plus C they take 24 days, and C plus A they take 18 days. So total work, I assume LCM of this 72. So A plus B the efficiency is 2, B plus C this is how much, 3, and C plus A the efficiency per day work, this is 4. Okay, so total is 2 into A plus B plus C. Efficiency I can add, this is coming out to be 9. Fine. So A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C is equal to 4.5. The combined efficiency of A, B, C is 4.5, right? Okay, in how many days they will finish if they work together? If they work together means total work is 72 units. Okay, and their combined efficiency is 9 by 2. So this is divided by 9 by 2 means this is 2 by 9, and if you this is 8, this is 16 days. 16 days is the answer of this part. This is 16 days. Okay, and if they work separately, you can easily find it out. Total A plus B plus C is 4.5. Okay, if A plus B plus C is 4.5, A plus B efficiency is 2, so efficiency of C is 2.5. Likewise B plus C efficiency is 3, so A's efficiency is 1.5. C plus A is 4, so B is 0.5. Likewise total work is 72. Simply divide by that and you will find the individual. Okay, I hope you can do it. Now move to last question. Question number 20, and this is the most simplest question. A man whose bowling average is 12.4. Bowling average is what? Bowling average is number of runs conceded divided by number of wickets taken. Okay, runs conceded by wickets taken, that is the bowling average. Okay, if bowling average into wickets, then you will find the number of runs. Okay, so find the number of wickets taken by him before the last match. Okay, it's asking find the number of wickets taken. So let's assume number of wickets taken by him before the last match is x. Okay, so bowling average 12.4 into x, that is the number of runs considered, plus in this match he is being driven for 26 runs. Okay, till last match. plus this match. Total number of runs divided by wickets. Wickets is how much? X plus in this match he is getting 5 wickets plus 5, that is equal to the current bowling average is, initially it was 12.4 but now it is reduced by 0.4, so this is 12. Okay, so now if you solve this you will find X equal to 85. Okay, so I am not solving that part, that is unnecessary. Okay, now so that's it. With this we come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching.